Nice. Welcome, everybody. Bernie Williams coming to you from Chat's Liquors right here at 503 8th Street, Southeast Washington, D.C. on this fine day of June 6th, 2025. It's about to be tasting time, folks. It's Friday. It's 5 o'clock. After 5 o'clock now. Tasting time always happens here at Chats every Friday. This Friday, I have the pleasure of having my buddy Dr. Mitch in the house. Welcome, brother.
Yeah, absolutely.
Indeed, the co-owner, co-founder of 3708 American Agave Spirit. That's interesting already, right? Cutting edge, folks. American Agave Spirit. What does that mean? It's a tequila that's not made in tequila. I shouldn't say that because tequila is a protected appellation, right? But what is tequila made from? Weber agave, the blue agave, right? So if it's not made in Jalisco, Mexico, it still be produced. It's still within the framework of that spirit category.
Absolutely.
But you just can't call it a tequila.
Right.
So you all have really coined this name, American Agave Spirit. I'm going to let Mitch take over right now and just introduce you to 3708. I think we have the gold on the table right now.
Absolutely.
Welcome, Mitch.
And before we get started, Bernie, you didn't mention that we were your favorite American Agave Spirit. Might be the only, but hey.
You're not the only, but yeah, I can say you're my favorite.
Okay, fair enough.
Absolutely, that
fair
works.
enough.
American Agave Spirit.
Thank you so much, Bernie, for the opportunity. Once again, my name is Dr. Mitchell Linton, depending on who it is we're speaking to here, or you can just call me Mitch. I'm the CEO and co-founder of 3708 Spirits. And yes, as Bernie was explaining, even in Mexico, if you don't go through the regulatory body, you're still not considered a tequila. Mm-hmm. But the interesting thing about us is we still wanted to pay homage to the tequila space. And so we get our agave from Jalisco, Amatitan to be specific, where they use a pressurized hot water diffuser, which is different from the oven way of extracting the agave, and we get it to us in these raw forms of syrup. It's aged for about 7 years. It's blue Weber agave, and then we do all of the fermentation and distillation and bottling here in Maryland. And so me and two of my friends, we decided to start this brand, which was a moment that started off of when I graduated pharmacy school and my professor gifted me a bottle. And so it was a celebration moment that then birthed the idea of 3708. And so me and my friends came together, and now we get to celebrate with you all as well. And so please come to Chats and check it out. Bernie will allow you to taste some of it, and if you would like to support this brand here.
Absolutely. Well, come tonight. We're going till 8. Meet Mitch, taste the product, free of charge, grab some bottles, right, at a good price point tonight, right here at Chats. So let's get into it, man.
Absolutely.
Are we going to crack one of these bottles? Because I haven't.
Absolutely.
Did you tell me that this is,
yes,
just a beautiful, maybe the newest batch?
Absolutely. And so what we did here was, shout outs to our distiller and one of our co-founders as well, who kind of led this initiative. But we took, intention to even some of the feedback we received over the last year or so since we've launched, and we're just consistently working on meeting the taste profile of the people who are intentional with what they're drinking, right? We're 100% agave, and that matters. And so what we have here today is, once again, I explained to you about the agave, but we also have well water that flows down to our distillery, which after the water analysis test, 95% limestone, a little bit of calcium in there. And so you'll taste a sweet and a spicier note. And then this here is specifically with the gold, which is similar to a reposado, sits in an oak char number 2 barrel. And so you'll get the oak taste, you'll get the sweetness from the agave. The dark agave is what we use intentionally. I'm not going to share any more about the agave there. And then the limestone and the water.
That could be you, man. You need one. Christina, are you having some American Agave Spirit with us? Please join us.
Hey, family, would you all like to try some?
Hey, folks, it's a tasting happening right now.
Absolutely.
At Chats. So folks are here waiting to enjoy the 3708, but we just decided to go live,
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So let's pour it around. Very good. Everyone has a glass. You have one right there, I think, Mitch.
Okay.
That's you.
So, of course, first thing we do, and learn this from Bernie, get acquainted with the smell of the brand that you're getting ready to try.
Indeed.
So everybody, just get the aroma,
Mm-hmm.
get used to the smell, getting ready to try it on the palate.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's nice. Nice viscosity as well. The legs are pretty nice on there.
You like
Yeah.
it?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
In Maryland.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The sweetness.
Mm-hmm.
All sound and bottles.
Oh, we do. I sound it for you.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I have a gold marker in the car too.
Oh, nice. With the
The
gold.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Check
Yeah,
it out,
we
grab
might want to do that just in a moment. In a moment.
Fair enough. But
So
yeah.
tell us about the product line. So this is the gold
Mm-hmm.
that we're drinking now, but this
Yes.
is a proper barrel aged product.
Yep. So
It's
this
not
is aged for
colored with any caramel or other
Nope.
additives at all.
at all.
So we're talking about what would be more so considered an reposado or an añejo if we were speaking tequila terms.
Right.
Gold products, brands that I won't mention, but many times if it says gold, it doesn't necessarily have to be aged in oak. It can be colored with a caramel or molasses or what have you, and that's
Yeah.
consistent for both tequilas, non 100% agave usually, as well as rum. So just because you see the color doesn't always mean that it spent time in oak barrels. So
Right.
no cutting corners here, folks. This is a proper aged spirit. Right?
Absolutely, yep. And with our agave, what you taste, and I believe you mentioned the sweetness. And so with the agave we use in particular, it has a caramely taste already. So there's light and there's dark agave, and it's everything in between. And so the one that we picked has a caramel taste as well, that when you do the fermentation process and everything, that's what you're tasting.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That finish compared to a regular even.
Yeah, there's really something interesting
It's a unique.
about the flavor of the agave here, and the oak itself. Right, the wood notes are not your standard. What type of oak are you using? Is this
American.
used bourbon casks? Okay, well, tell me more. No,
American oak barrels.
American.
Char
New?
number 2.
Char number
Yep.
2.
Yep, they're new. So I'll just,
So there you go. When you usually have a tequila, that's not going to be new barrels.
yeah, a lot of times they use bourbon,
That's bourbon casks.
or old whiskey barrels,
Right,
depending
right.
on. Yep.
Absolutely. So that's the uniqueness that you have here in this spirit. It's aged in new American oak barrels. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's a quality product, folks, and you certainly do taste it. So if you are a whiskey lover, if you're a bourbon lover, bourbon gets aged in brand new American oak barrels. I think you'll love this particular American agave spirit in the gold packaging. I
Absolutely.
would say, yeah.
Cigar person, or if you just want something to sit on your back porch, you want to sip, this is a perfect drink. Now you can do the same with the silver, which I believe is represented on the screen as well. But a lot of people also like to mix the silver with margaritas or tequila sunrise, but we'll say an agave sunrise. Depends on whatever your drink is and your mood.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, folks. Well, check it out. Let me just enlarge that on the screen. The brand looks like that. Once again, Mitch said, did give you information. This is the silver that's represented on the screen, but beautiful packaging. A dark bottle. I kind of like that you did a dark bottle, man. Maybe that helps protect from, light rays and so forth, and just really keeps the tequila. I'm so sorry, not the tequila, the American Agave Spirit, in great condition. So yeah, sexy bottle, man. Good job.
Thank you.
Indeed.
And Bernie, you've been with us. You're one of few people that have been with us through the different ideations since idea birth. And so,
Correct.
I mean, we've taken so much knowledge that you have given us, from tasting notes to what it is we should be shooting for, how should we be thinking, and how should we be presenting to our customers. And so, thank you so much for all of the insights and perspective that you shared with us as a brand as we're growing.
Indeed. And you all have taken all that information that I've all the conversations that we've had, right? And paid attention and continued to improve the product. But they started out doing something brand new that really hadn't been done in the past. And so this is an exciting new category. There are others who have joined you, Mitch, you and the team, in American Agave Spirits. And so as you see those kind of coming online, know that 3708 was one of the first
Absolutely.
to do it. So kudos to you. Much success. Folks, come on out to Chats tonight.
Right.
It's going right now, from right now to 8 o'clock, closing time for us here at Chats at 503 8th Street, Southeast Washington, D.C. Meet Dr. Mitch here. Taste some amazing American Agave Spirit.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you, brother.
Absolutely.
Indeed, indeed. Cheers. Come on down
Salute.
and meet the man behind 3708. Let's get to tasting now for real.
All right.
All right. We got to get to work.